offense, when he changed the scheme, when he got out of his ego, everything changed. Everything changed, bro. Period. Come on, now, Aiden Chris. We can't just, we're at the point, man. We can't just say stuff, though, man. Now, what we gonna do with Teddy Bridgewater, man? Come on, homeboy. What we gonna do with Teddy Bridgewater? You think he's the same? You think he can really play? Ain't he coaching somewhere now, around yonder? What I'm talking about, man. Now we understand what Teddy Bridgewater went through, how his career was cut short, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But let's not get carried away and just say shit just cause. You know what I mean, Aiden Chris? Appreciate you for being in the chat, dog. You know what it is, bro. SKOL VIKES forever. You one of my big dogs for real, but come on, man. Teddy Bridge, man. Come on, man. We ain't winning with no Teddy Bridge. Come on, man.
Not many that I would prefer to share.
I mean, so he said not many I would prefer to share. What? But see, what's really going on though? You got to ask yourself, like, why now though, Mike Pettin? Like, why now? Let me rewind this so he can ask the question again, man. For real. Give me 1 second. Like, it's got to be some hating type shit, bro. Period. You hear me? Or they had an argument or something happened, man. Hold on 1 second, bro.
I just think that's what's missing. I mean, football is a tough sport for tough people, and you got to be able to look people in the eye and tell them when what they're doing isn't good enough. And as long as, like I said, as long as it's done respectfully and you have a path for them to get to where they should be. And that was something I always looked for in coaches, somebody that wouldn't shy away from having those conversations.
That's kind of why I wanted Brian Flores to be the next coach of the Browns, but obviously either he's not interested or they're not interested. I don't know. I know he has that reputation. You worked with him. He was tough on the players in Miami, and I think he's been vindicated. What's your thoughts on Coach Flores?
Probably not many that I would prefer to share. I mean, we didn't see eye to eye on a lot of things, and that's why I spent this past year on offense. I was there 24 and 25, or 23 and 24 on defense. So, I'll take the high road on that one.
Okay, well, let me ask you.
No, bro. Don't take the high road. Say how you feel. Be real, Mike Pettin. How you gonna say either we didn't agree on a lot of things or not many things I would prefer to say about him? Why you taking the high road, homie? You ain't there no more. You retired, right? Or you might come back. Why don't you be all the way real with it? What you hiding, homie? If you feel like he did something wrong or he really wronged you or y'all didn't see eye to eye, why didn't y'all see eye to eye? Because he wanted to do it his way? I mean, period, homeboy. No cap. That type shit I'm talking about, bro. How he gonna throw something in there, hide his hand? That's cap, homie. For real. What he's saying don't even really matter no more. It don't even really matter no more round yonder. Because at the end of the day, homie, guess what? You can't stand on it and back it up. He talking about, I prefer not to say we didn't see eye to eye. Boom, boom, boom. But why not? What really happened, dog? What's really going down? I mean, let it out. What do you got to hide now? You retired. You moved on. What's up, bro? You scared of Flores or something? You scared you're going to see him in the street? Shit. Why you holding your tongue now? But my thing is, if y'all never seen eye to eye, like, you wait for 3 years, why not leave? Why not quit? Why not go somewhere else, dog? You hear me? No cap. He gonna wait till now till he retire. He ain't in the building no more. You hear me, dog? B-Flow getting head coaching interviews, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. He get an extension from the Vikings. And now he want to come around and say, hey, boom, we didn't see eye to eye. I don't want to speak on certain things. Shit. Why not, bro? Let it out, bro. For real. If it was that bad, if he was that bad of a dude where y'all didn't see eye to eye, you know, if something was really going on behind the scenes, wouldn't he want to let the people know, right? Wouldn't you want the people to know what's really going on around yonder? Come on, bro. He throwing shots and hiding his hand. No cap. You hear me? Heavy. That's what it is. Point blank, period.
Question you may want to take the high road on too. I don't know, but we've talked with Brian Hoyer a couple of times, and obviously your first season here, you guys got off to a great start. I remember when you beat the Bengals in that night game, and
7-4, baby.
We jumped on the air, and I was like, the Browns are going to the playoffs. The drought's over, and we all thought
that's pretty much it with Flores, I assume. But this is really nothing, man. Like, he couldn't stand on what he was saying. Like, that's all that was, period. Like, the man asked him a question, he feel a certain way, but he can't express how he felt about Flores. Like, he said something simple to make it seem like it was something there, like it was an issue, but it probably wasn't even an issue. Like I said, he probably was just hating on Flores and the position he was in. Because, I mean, let's be real about it, bro. If it was really something there, he wouldn't have hesitated to speak on it and really talk about it and get down to the nitty gritty at all, right? I mean, why should he? Why would he have been scared or not want to speak on it? That's all I'm saying, bro. No cap. Yeah, man, petting, like I told you, petting like that homeboy who hate on you behind your back. You hear me? Act like he wants you to do good, rooting for you, cheering for you, but at the end of the day, he really wants you to fail. And he really probably didn't want Flores to succeed. You know what I mean? And he saw Flores was and is a superior coach to him, and he didn't like that. You know what I mean? He didn't like that. That's why his ass is up out of there around yonder right now, sitting on a podcast for the Cleveland Browns, hoping he get a Cleveland Browns job. Come on, man. Shout out B-Flo. B-Flo, the only coach for real we trust. Huh? The only person in the Minnesota Vikings building that we really trust. You know what I mean? Heavy, man. Straight up, no cap. Flores going to get that secondary fix. Then it was crazy bringing that talent in. B-Flo dropped that list. Man, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Let B-Flo build his team. Let B-Flo build his roster, homie, for real. Let him build his defense with the personnel he really wants to. He's doing this with a lack of talent, bro. Average talent in certain areas. Are you kidding me, baby? Average talent in certain areas, and he's still performing like that? Cleveland Browns page, and remember, y'all, Mike Pettin is a KOC hire. They are friends, and KOC gave him the boot. You know what I mean? Heavy. That dude throwing shade gonna cost B-Flo the head coaching job. Like I say, it's all shade, bro. It's all hate. Anthony G. Webb, you hear me, homie? Yeah. No cap, man. Yeah. Huh? That's all it is. Because if it wasn't, guess what, dog? He would have said, hey, boom, 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 boom. This is why he did this. He said that. Oh, yeah, he acted like this, homie. He acted like that. I didn't like this about him. I didn't like that about him. This happened, that happened. All of the above, bro. You hear me? He talking about, I don't want to speak on it. Come on, homie. You hear me? Next topic, man. Let's get into this Jordan Addison situation, bro. See what's really going down. I'm hearing they talk about Addison potentially getting traded to the Niners, you know? Like what? Like what? To the Niners? Like what? Like what though? Like what? Like don't be dumb. Like what? Get into it right quick, man. After this segment, probably gonna drop that link. You want to come up, come rock with me, lock in with me for a little bit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Then I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here heavy. Let's get it though. Before I even get into the article, I'm 10 toes down rocking with Addison, locked in with Addison. People talking about trade him. I say no. I say fuck that. Trade him for what? You know, your best players, you want to keep them around. The whole casino situation, the whole casino situation, as far as I'm concerned, is behind us. It is in the past now, for real. He's found not guilty, falsely arrested. The casino is getting sued. His lawyer is taking real action up against these casinos and the police officer who arrested him false. You know what I'm saying? Wrongfully. So I don't want to hear nothing about no damn casino, homie. Yeah. Should he have been out at 3 in the morning? Probably not. You know, does he need to be at the casino? Does he need to turn up? Probably not. But at the end of the day, was he committing a crime? Was he wrong? Held to the no. So stop the cap. We all know when Jordan Addison is playing at his highest level, how good, how great he can really be. We all seen what he did when Jettas went out for 7 weeks, how he stepped up. You hear me, dog? And was a real certified number 1. So let's stop acting like Jordan Addison ain't it. You hear me? Samuel, what? He say, "Bread down, boy." What, boy? Hey, tell him, Anthony G. Hey, get this fool. Who this fool, man? Who this fool, man? You hear me, homie? Yeah. Huh? Who this fool, man? He talking about bear down. Man, what, bro? What? Hey, tell him, G Web, bear down these nuts. Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. One more again, man. Bear down these nuts, homie. Yeah. He talking about bear down. Bitch, fuck you. Fuck the Bears. You blew it. Huh? Caleb Williams blew it. Huh? Wrong, though. I still take Ben Johnson over KOC. Oh, yeah. Something else. What up, big dog? How you doing, bro? Shout out something else in the building, man. What up, big dog? All is well. All is good, right? I hope all is well and all is good with you too, bro. You feel me? Early, man. Heavy. Score vibes. Man, bro. But yeah, I'm rocking with Addison all day, all night. You keep Addison by any means. Period. Oh, we got to get into that Burrow as well. Damn, we got that Burrow. I pretty much talked about Burrow, though, already, though. Jordan Addison trade rumor links him to a major NFC contender. The Minnesota Vikings have some major decisions to make this offseason. Salary cap problems, injuries, coaching situations, and more will keep general manager Kwesi Adolfo-Mensah extremely busy. Although the legal issues surrounding Vikings wide receiver Jordan Addison have quieted, that doesn't mean the news about him will stop until the 26th NFL season begins. In fact, there is already a rumor swirling about his future. A trade rumor links Minnesota Vikings wide receiver Jordan Addison to a major NFC contender. On Wednesday, 49ers on SI publisher Grant Cohn shared a rumor he has heard. That rumor involves a source informing him that San Francisco is interested in acquiring the services of Minnesota Vikings wide receiver Jordan Addison. Cohen explained that the 49ers are expected to be aggressive in making trades this offseason, and the young Vikings pass catcher is likely to be their top target when looking to improve their wide receiver situation. And let's just say the Vikings do entertain this, right? What would you get for Addison, huh? Would you get a 1? Would you take a 1? Would you take a 2? Fire the chat out, bro. Let me know. But what would you really take for Addison? What would be a good deal for Addison? Where you can feel really good about letting him go, man, for real. Because I'm going to tell you this here. You let Addison go, you're going to be in search of a 2. And you better hit on your 2, and that leaves you no room to wiggle for real. You better hope Ty Felton is a hit, and you're going to have to pay Naylor at the end of the day. So either way it goes, you're going to have to pay somebody. Minnesota is a team with a salary cap problem and holes to fill on the roster. Although they likely wouldn't want to trade Addison away, picking up his fifth-year option or giving him a long-term extension might be extremely difficult. The Vikings could also use the assets acquired in the trade to fill some of the gaps on their roster and possibly shed some of the more bloated contracts on the roster. Addison's past legal issues could also play a factor. If Minnesota feels those issues could persist, they might be more willing to trade him anyway. On the other hand, San Francisco might use that as a reason to try to get the young receiver for cheaper than other options around the league. Cohen shared that he believes there have already been preliminary talks between the two organizations. The question must be asked if the Vikings would seek draft picks or players or both in exchange for Addison, but the possibility of dealing him is definitely an interesting development. You hear me? Heavy. Adding to the rumor, Cohn says the Buffalo Bills are another team that could be interested in making a trade for Jordan Addison this offseason. The young Vikings receiver could be in high demand, driving his value up. This offseason is important for the Minnesota Vikings to get it right. With so much talent on the roster and on the coaching staff, a few right moves could put the purple and gold on track for a playoff appearance in 2026. So my big question is this, bro. What do you get for Addison? Let's say the trade talks are real. Let's say they even come to fruition. What do you really get for him, bro? What is he really worth? I say you better get a motherfucking one. Period, point blank. You better get a real one. You better build your draft capital for real. I think people underestimate or forget or take for granted, right, man? Boom, how good Jordan Addison really is. Come on, man, stop the cap. I'm going to go ahead and get into this Joe Burrow situation because I ain't really got to spend too much more time talking about my dog Swaggy Addy, man, for real. Ain't nobody going to budge me off the point. I don't want Addison to go. I want him to stay in the building. I think he's a major asset, bro, for real. Hold on. So they saying Joe Burrow trade him and put him in a trade. Oh, that's what people talking about, huh? Okay, so that's why Grenard trade talks with Burrow. Okay, yeah. Oh my gosh, bro, so dumb. Period, no cap, man, for real. Shit, a third, damn, one or two, dog. Come on now, soul brother. He said a third. Come on now, dog. No cap. I need more than a third, homie. For real. No cap, bro. For real. Hell to the no. The subject of a blockbuster trade rumor involving Cincinnati Bengals quarterback Joe Burrow, Minnesota Vikings Pro Bowl edge rusher Jonathan Grenard did not put any stock into his name surfacing. Grenard made a seemingly innocuous post on X saying, "This app never ceases to amaze me by the ignorance of people." Don't assume, cuz y'all know the rest. Facts, bro. Like I'm saying this here, man. You don't get rid of Grenard, especially put him in a trade for Burrow, man. Yeah. Everybody talking about you get Burrow. It's no guarantee you win the Super Bowl if Burrow comes in the building, especially if you losing top defensive players. Everybody talking about how Dallas Turner stepped up. All right, cool, boom. But if you can keep Grenard and Turner, Van Ginkel, etc., why not keep both of them, all three, man, for real? Like, let's stop the cap, man, for real, homie. Yeah. We know injuries happen. That's inevitable in the NFL. So if a player goes down, you want talent coming in to back them up. I mean, I just don't get it, bro. You hear me? We complain all year about the names like Brandon SKOL replacing Darrisaw, Jurgens replacing Ron Kelly. You know what I mean, bro? You hear me? Heavy, man. Yeah. So what we really talking about here around yonder? You need a depth chart as well. Period.